What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Taha Talks. And today we're interviewing New Yorkers with Tristan Paine. Let's go, guys.
We're in the most expensive city in the world, New York City. And today we're right in front of the most expensive home in the country that was just listed for $250 million. And now we're gonna be going around Manhattan, interviewing people, trying to see how they could afford living here and what they do for a living. So what do you do for a living?
I make balloon animals. I'm also on TV for it. I host a reality.
Bro, he makes balloon animals, bro. Is that even a job? Is that even a real job? I thought it was just a carnival thing. Like maybe, a party thing. Is that a real job? Let's see how much you
Reality
make.
show for balloon artists.
So what's like the salary range of someone trying to do balloon animals, I guess?
Right now, I mean, you can make between 50 and 100K if you're hustling.
100K making balloons, bro, per year? Sounds like fun, bro. Making balloons.
In a little bit. There's some
Am I
people who
looking
make a
to
lot
it?
more than that.
So how do you even develop like a business for that?
That's a great question. That's a really
He doesn't
great
even know.
My name's Jeff and I sell advertising.
So you're marketing?
Yes.
Could you give a range of salary of what you make? Like not the exact number, but like just a range?
Like 300,000. My name's Thies Hansen and I'm a software producer and video editor.
So what does someone usually make in that type of field?
You can do a lot of industrial video work just by getting in the field and making 100 grand a year.
So have you done anything?
You see what I'm saying? Video editors do not get recognition. They're not paid enough. They're not valued enough, bro. In this world, I swear to God, bro. Video editors do not make enough.
That they might have seen before?
I worked with Captain Morgan a bunch
Oh, really?
back when he did Captain for President, so we went all over the world and shot with him. And,
Really?
Yeah, skiing and all that kind of
Okay.
stuff. So you know Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
I was working as a doctor, you know.
So how long do you have?
So a video editor makes just as much as the balloon guy.
To go to school to become a doctor? Like how long did it take you?
You have to spend 6 years to
We could
become
say
a
so.
doctor, then another 4 or 5 more years to reach your specialty.
So you gotta do like 11 years to become a doctor?
Yeah. You have to start living with it. Since you get into the med school until you die, you have to study all the
Really?
time. So you have to be
The
living with
medicine
it.
takes
what was your
years,
salary?
bro,
250K a
studying.
year.
and practicing.
150K, really?
Yes.
So
My name
that's
is
a long
Thiago.
path.
I'm a sales account for Delta Airlines. I'm from Brazil, so I was based over there, and then I tried to change my life and come to US.
So how has it been so far?
It's good. It's a great city.
So what's the range of salary that someone can make doing what you do?
The average for a year is 120.
So what's your biggest expense for living here?
I think it's for rent. It's between 3,000, 3,500.
And what is it? It's like
3K? I can't believe people pay 3K, bro. That's so expensive, bro. Living in New York, like a 1 bedroom for 3K is absurd.
a 1 bedroom?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I really thought it would be easy asking New Yorkers what they do for a
3K,
living.
you
This is
get
the
a
most
whole house
populated
in
millionaire
Texas.
city in America.
Doing an interview right now?
for now.
You're
Thank
good?
you. I
All right.
appreciate
A whole little house
No.
with garage.
That I would, except my son needs pants for a bar mitzvah.
And the more I asked, the more we failed. But the people that decided to stay around had some of the best, most
Those are
interesting
Fred's sons.
stories and advice we could have hoped for.
My name's Thomas. I'm a salesman.
So what do you sell?
Garbage service.
So what other jobs have you had, like coming up? Have you always done sales or?
No. I started as a dishwasher, worked my way up to a server position, which was cool. It was a great salary. I made good money there. I made just about 6 figures there also.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I worked
See, a dishwasher makes 6 figures in New York, bro. A dishwasher can make 100K.
every weekend and every
Wait.
holiday.
How would you
Waiter,
advise people
dishwasher.
that want to get into your industry? Like what should they do? Do you have to go to
Interesting.
college?
No, man. I don't have a college degree. I dropped out of high school. It's
Shout out
really
to
just about
dropouts.
experience. And like once you know sales, like the foundation of it all, people just give you opportunities.
once
Have
you
you
know
had
how to
any
hustle,
crazy or interesting like experiences
you don't need
doing
to go to school
consulting?
for
So
that.
the type of consulting we work is forensic investigations. Those are confidential. And some like cases you see like on the news, some involve the people I work with.
Oh, so you'll see like a case that you work on just be in the news one morning.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If you don't want to give the exact price of your rent, like what could the range be?
I live in Midtown, so I pay around like 3,000 for students.
Another one, bro. 3,000 seems like the norm in
studio.
Studio. So it's just one room.
In New York,
Yeah,
if you
just
want
a
to
studio.
live
I like
somewhere
my building
decent,
though. At least I have a doorman.
you need a 3K.
She got a doorman.
Right. Yeah.
See what they're
So my
saying.
name's Rudy, and I'm a software engineer.
Software engineer. So how'd you get into that?
I like computers, and yeah, I sound like a total nerd, but
He likes computers.
Yeah.
So what's like a typical salary someone could make?
basically now with inflation, it's like at least 100K.
At least.
100K.
So what could it go up to? Like what could it scale
Probably
to?
like if you're really good at it, probably like 400K.
Do you have to go to college?
You don't have to anymore. If you're smart, you can do it.
What's your biggest expense living wise?
Food, probably because I eat a lot.
Food. You got the whole foods bag on him right now.
Yeah, dude. I just paid like $30 for a salad, right? So
Yeah.
$30 for a salad? Like $30. Is that what you guys pay in New York for a salad? $30. God damn. Should be like $12, $14 for a Caesar salad. A good one. Max,
I'm
bro.
a security guard at the hotel, as you
You
can
must have
see.
been
So what's like the
somewhere
range of salary
expensive.
someone can make doing this?
My manager right now, he makes at least 150.
What's your biggest living expense?
Drip. I like getting fly,
I
but
like
like I just
dripping.
always been a grinder. I always have to have.
He
I don't
fly.
like being broke. I like
gonna
nice
lie,
things.
he
I gotta
fly.
work for it, and then with a nice looking
He
girl,
got
you
the
gotta work
wave
for
too.
it too.
Yeah.
If you don't got money, they're not gonna come to you.
My name is Thomas, and I work in the Empire State Building.
So what do you do in the Empire State Building?
I work for a marketing agency.
And that's the only thing you've ever done, like your entire life is marketing. You've never had any.
This guy does look like he hasn't slept for a long time, huh? I know you guys could tell, huh? You guys could tell. He looks like he ain't had no sleep in a while.
Other job?
No, I mean, I always used to work in restaurants and everything like that. I had a job since I was 12. Grew up in a kind of lower income area.
A bunch of young people want to come out here and live out here, you know, in different states and countries, but a lot of them can't afford it and they don't know what to do to get here. Like, how would you advise them?
Gotta have roommates. I live with my girlfriend. We've been together since high school. None of us get any type of funding from our
See, that's the cheat code. You gotta have roommates in New York.
parents or anything like that. We've just been saving up for a really long time.
And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Damn, man's 22 and killing it right now.
Well, I'm trying, but age is just a number. Everybody will find their own path eventually.
I'm in real estate. I started off 16
Real
years ago
estate
doing
pays.
residential, and then I just kept doing it, and I've done it internationally as well.
Have you always been in real estate or have you worked other jobs?
Oh, before, of course. I mean, when I work in retail, stores, restaurants in the city, they were so shitty, they made me
See, everybody gotta start somewhere. He started at the lowest, and he moved up.
realize I want to work in real estate to make some money.
Did you tell them like a range of salary that you make? You don't have to give the exact number, but just a range.
I've
Went
made
from a
$0
restaurant
to
to real estate.
220 something.
And what's like a really important skill to get into real estate?
If you learn how to manage other people's egos, you get very far in life. Some people will know what I mean, some people won't. Stroke it when you need to and smack it when you need to, and then you get very far.
Yeah, so what do you do for a living?
I'm a real estate attorney.
And what got you into it?
I didn't want to work for anyone else.
So what's like the range of salary someone can make doing that?
Starting attorneys probably at a big firm are going to make about 100, but they got to bring in business and they work a lot.
So how long are those weekly hours?
Depends if they bill. I mean, it could be 9, 10, 11-hour days, 5 days a week.
So if you don't want to give the exact number, what would like the range of the price of your rent?
Depending where you live, $3,000 to $20,000,
See what I'm saying?
$30,000,
Another one,
$40,000.
3,000.
Yeah, so if that's like
So
a lot of money.
basically, if you live in New York, if you live in New York, that's 3K. And then times 12, 36K. That's how much you need a year to have a decent lifestyle. I mean, to have a decent home over your head, bro. Like, roof over your head, bro. That's what I meant. 36K.
Money, and a lot of young people want to come over here and like move over here. What advice would you give them?
Work really fucking hard.
Long hours?
Just hustle. New York City is the city of hustlers.
Realistically,
You can make it
probably
happen.
50K
I'm an
with
architect.
Do you
every
like
bid,
design
all
buildings
the
or?
other bids, bro.
Yeah.
So how long have you
Altogether,
been doing it? Like what
probably
got you into that
50K.
career?
I mean, I always like to draw a lot.
A
I
year,
actually grew
I'm
up in
just
a
saying.
small town in
Oh.
Canada, so I
One
always wanted to
bedroom.
come to New York, and I always loved drawing buildings. So
Mm.
you know, New York seemed
That's
to be like
decent.
the natural place to be.
So what's like a typical salary someone can make?
I think my first salary coming out of school was about
It's too
40
crowded.
something thousand.
I
You
guess
could
that's
make
why.
upwards of 100.
My name is
Pricey.
Israel Yanir, and I'm an
Went up,
artist.
bro.
One of the
Crazy.
disciplines I do, though, is design clothes.
So what's the most amount of money you've sold a piece for?
10,000. The Frieza blue helmet.
So who are like noticeable people or celebrities that have worn your pieces before?
Erica Badu, Lil Nas X, Trippie Redd, and a few more, but it's more coming soon.
I ain't gonna lie, I never seen no shades like these. He probably made them himself. They look fly. I ain't gonna lie.
So what advice would you give to some people trying to come out here to New York City? And like, how much did New York City help you?
Well, I'll say New York City helped me a lot. Like just really just being in the spot, finding pop-ups, finding
I'm not
just certain
talking about
events
the
going
rest
around
of
with
the fit,
like-minded
though.
individuals and just like
Talking about
wearing
the-
my shit. Like I don't really go up to people that much. A lot of the times they
Glasses,
just come up
they
to
look
me
fly.
because they're impressed with what I've made. And I highly suggest, if you're designing, put it on and go out into
Futuristic.
spaces where you want to network and meet people, and then they're going to come to you.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney,
So how long have you been doing that?
30 years.
So what's the salary someone can make doing that?
Well, I mean, you can go up to $1 million, $1.5 million if you work for a private firm, white-collar
million.
firm, and become an equity partner. If you're in private practice, sky's the limit.
Do you think young people should follow the money trail, or do you think they should strictly stick to their passion?
I say you stick to your passion, but you may have to understand that your passion takes resources. So you may have to go on a money trail to get the resources to eventually fulfill your passion. It rarely works the opposite way.
So what
You gotta go on the money trail to get the resources.
advice
for
would
your
you give to
passion.
young people trying to move here?
My advice is don't move here. I think the world is big.
That is
Explore it
quite
all. The life
complicated.
that you can have in New York, you could probably have a better life in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can experience
Definitely,
it,
you
but
can have a better life there because 3K for rent.
it's not the end all be all.
What do you do for a living?
A
And
bit
maybe the
expensive.
traffic department.
So what's like the typical salary someone can make doing this job?
Starting off about 30, 37.
So what could like the max payment be?
You can make more than six figure if you do.
See, it's about 36,000 a year, for rent if you're living at a decent place. So a cop cannot afford living at a decent place because they make him 37 a
overtime.
year.
Are you from here?
No, actually I grew up back in
Definitely
Pakistan.
renting for
Pakistan.
less.
So how was your journey coming over here?
I married,
You
my
gotta
husband
be
was
renting
here,
for
so
less.
I come over here.
Do you think it's worth people moving to New York City?
It's worth, yes. If you're a hard worker, this is the place.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm an architect. We don't design buildings, we fix high rises. Also, funny thing, I do some acting as a hobby. But I was on Sopranos, I was on Americans, High Maintenance.
Okay.
The last one with Queen Latifah.
So you do everything?
I mean, yeah, whenever I don't drink, I do many things.
So if you don't want to give the exact salary that you make, like, could you give us just a range of what you make just so the people can know?
So it's like between 130, 160.
So if you don't want to give the exact price of your rent again, could you
My
just give
rent?
us a range? Yeah.
I moved there in 2001, and because I'm Polish, many buildings are owned by Polish. And this lady gave me one-bedroom apartment for $800. And
See, 800 seemed reasonable, but that was back in 2001.
she never raised my rent.
You're steadily paying $800 a month?
For last, 21 years.
Oh, you still
my
pays
God.
800.
We've talked to
That's
people who
the
pay
come up of the
$3,000
year.
right now for a studio.
He only
She
pays
can
800.
rent my one bedroom for like $2,800 tomorrow.
So what advice would you give to people
Shout out his landlord.
trying to come over to New York City and live
See a
over
real
here?
People
one.
still want to
Get the
break
price at
through
800,
big.
man.
They shouldn't think like this.
For
Many
20
of
years.
the people who actually work on construction,
inflation.
plumbers, electricians,
that
they
didn't
make like
matter to her.
$85 an hour.
And what do you think young people should do? Should they follow the passion strictly or follow the money trail?
Follow the money trail. When you have money, you can spend some time on your passion. My ex-wife, we met in
So that sounds like it does make more sense. When you have money, you can spend more time on your passion.
acting school
What
in
he
New York
said
City.
made
Unfortunately, she
definitely more
cannot
sense
live
than
just out
black
of this. 80% of the time, she's also bartender, waitress, so
But
it's
it's
hard. But I
a
admire,
different
the commitment.
context for both.
I think it's pretty
so
interesting
I'm
how
pretty
every
sure
single
they're both
person we
right.
interview pretty much makes at least six figures to live in New York City. Some people decided to do what they love.
Everybody was making 6 figures. 6 figures. Everybody's making 6 figures in New York City.
And others just decided to follow the money trail. But
But it
now I'm
costs
giving you guys
5
an
figures
opportunity to make some money
for
yourselves
rent.
to fuel whatever you guys want to do in your lives. So whoever makes the most viral TikTok from this video, you guys will win $100. At Tristan Paine _ on Instagram and just DM me with proof. Peace.
So that was it, guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.